Hello, thank you for coming. This is the living room where we do requests. This request is for Nicholas. This is Matt Redman.
That's Patricia Hammond.
This is Tango Notturno. Notturno. I'm going to say a lot more about it. But right now, this is Nicholas. He says that a recent performance of a German song reminded me of my late dad, who loved to dance the tango back in the day when there were still dance bands that played continental music. His favorite was Tango Notturno. Mine too. Please perform this tango in nostalgic remembrance of my late dad and mother and their dancing prime. Thank you.
How beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nicholas.
Wie die Liebe wirklich ist, das könnte ich euch erzählen, denn ich kenne sie sehr gut. Ich weiß, dass sie
I mean, it's hard not to get emotional in that one. It's amazing. I heard this one first on Yeji. Yeji's, you know who you are. Yurek 46 Pink.
Many people watching this
On
channel will
YouTube.
recall, if they've been subscribed for a number of months or even years, that we have more than one time mentioned Yeji, Yurek 46 Pink, and his
Yes.
contribution to the preservation and wide spreading, or I would say also renaissance in a way, introducing Polish tango records from the vintage and antique era to the internet audience.
Yes, I'm collecting for years the sheet music. So not only did I first hear this tango on his upload, gosh, years ago now, like early days of YouTube, early days.
Back in the day.
Back in
the day of direct messaging on YouTube.
Oh yes,
Right.
indeed so, and that's how yes. So not only did I first hear it there, I've loved it ever since. I've always wanted to do it. And guess who provided us with the music? A scan. Thank you so much, Yeji, and do subscribe to him. Link in the description.
Link in the description.
Yurek. So,
And you can see images of the great man and his record spinning round on the turntable and his hands on the piano on video on this channel.
this channel as well as his.
And as well as his own, yeah.
So thank you, Nicholas, for asking that. I've always wanted to do it. And yeah, of course, I mean, there were a couple of moments when I was thinking, oh, I didn't do the consonants strongly enough, or and I could have gone back. But these are done very honestly and as we do them. This, by the way, is strange corsage. I got in Switzerland when I was a student, and music student, singing student. Makes me sound rich. It's much otherwise. I'm gonna have to write an autobiography in order to explain that my studying singing in Switzerland doesn't mean I'm rich at all. It was a very different kind of way of doing it. Anyway, these I got from an antique shop. She had just purchased the all the equipment or sort of collection from an ancient hat maker. And his children basically sold all his hat making supplies, and so these would have made a hat.
You can really see it.
In the 1930s. They've even got their little label, which I'm hiding.
You can really see it.
There. Anyway, so that's 30s. Sorry, that was a lot of talk.
I also wanted to add, for those looking to dance to this, and in Nicholas's original request, what would you say, description or a background?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who struggles with words.
The point anyway that I'm trying to make is that when Patricia and I sing things such as vintage dance music, we're doing it in performance, right? Because they in song performance, because when they publish these piano and vocal sheet music for people to play at home, yes, of course you could dance
This
to
is a
it,
neat distinction.
but you could
not many
also just sing to it, such as concert music. Sitting down and listening to music and doing nothing else. Very few people would be able to recall and relate to such an act these days, but that is what people used to do.
rather than being a dance band and then the singer gets
rather
up
than
and does a
just
bit
doing
and
10 things other
Yeah.
whilst music's playing in the background. And by the way, do that with our videos. Do have them playing while you're washing, doing the dishes, as people say. But, you know, that's what people did. So
Believe it
we
or
take more time and we just take a little bit of effort. We put thought into trying to
rubato.
we're trying to get across the composer and lyricist's intentions, and believe me, this particular music in German movies, the history of music it's very particularly chosen. The way that the words and the music fit together, almost, oh God, I feel
Like an art song.
almost more so than in American music of the same period, which
Almost.
it's because
Or
I think
more so. Yeah.
German was the first language of the audience of these films, and very many people in the USA in the interwar period did not speak English as well as people spoke. Do you understand where
I
I'm
see what
coming
you
from?
mean. Yeah, no,
It's
that
slightly
definitely.
dumbed down.
Yeah,
in comparison.
yeah. It was more to people who already knew. I mean,
That's what most people
people
argue
watching
with.
those movies would all know. They'd all know Goethe. They'd all know
Type
Schubert.
thing.
Yeah, everybody.
And like that, we often talk about that with Chaplin and like certainly later Laurel and Hardy and things, and they say, well, you know, people really did. It was so popular because it didn't base on it wasn't accepted that you needed to know a whole base of English language cultural knowledge to draw entertainment from it.
That's interesting.
But in the German cinema,
Tonfilm
of the same era, it's kind of steeped in that that culture to the point of harmony, to the point of melody, to the point of word painting, to the point of use of certain words, vocabulary. You know, the way that some of the words are in these songs, it's quite old fashioned way of speaking. But that just went with the territory.
Well, that's the same with the English, of course, very equivalent. So yeah, this was originally sung in the movie by Paula Negri, who certainly didn't sing the notes I did. That's what we did was exactly the key that is on the sheet music, which we thought was an interesting sort of way of doing it, because yeah, it's almost like an opera piece. You know, you get up there and probably, you know, we could some opera singer could sing that. Whereas I could have sung it an octave lower than that. Ich habe dich
sounds so late 40s in comparison.
Although, so if anybody would rather it be low and in chest voice,
you can request it again.
You can request it again.
And we can do
very different sound.
A 1990s Austrian alternative rock version with electric guitar.
No, we wouldn't do that. No. We would do it more closely to the way that Paula Negri would have done it, sort of lower. But it was interesting to do it like that, I think, because it's a very singy song. Actually.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen the contra guitar, move to the side. There it is, incoming. It really is that big. There you go. Just couldn't. You know, the other option is for me to go right back here.
So you put the microphone down there, by the way, so you know you're hearing more of the.
Yeah. Whoops, knocking the light.
Right. The light, but not the mic.
That's it.
Down
there. Subscribe for more.
Folks,
down there. Press
today.
thumbs up if you got this far. Thanks again,
so
Nicholas.
much.
Great selection.
And thank you, Yeji.
Thanks for watching. Bye.